Good evening, my friends. How are we today? It is good to be back with you today. I'm sorry I'm a little late. I'd forgotten that I packed away all my stuff because my cleaner came today and it's all over my countertop. So if I want to get my countertop properly cleaned, I have to make sure everything goes away. Well, behind me, I have cooking in here some ground beef because today I'm going to make shepherd's pie. And so I'm just cooking my ground beef off in the pan behind me so that it's ready to go in. Okay, so periodically I will go behind me because I need to make sure that the meat is cooked. So I see I have two people. Hi, Tammy. Good to see you this afternoon. So the first thing I'm going to do is peel some potatoes, and then we're going to put those potatoes in the Smart Multi Cooker to get them steamed and ready to mash. Um, okay, so I got my peeler out, but I remembered as I was looking at it that actually when I do potatoes, I'm much faster with a knife. So I peel my potatoes generally with a knife, but I need the peeler as well because I have carrots to do to go in the mix. And today is, can you see my friend Max here? Is Max Day. Max is always here on Thursdays, and you know how much Max and Killy love carrots. So for sure, as soon as I open the carrots, those guys are going to be wanting some. So I decided I would do the potatoes first. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Ingrid. Good to see you ladies this afternoon. And it started off a beautiful day here in Montreal. And then when we were up at the hospital, because we went up to see Violet again today, while we were there, the heavens opened and it's been pretty much the same ever since. So I'm guessing, Laurie, down in Kingston, maybe have you got sun or have you got rain down there as well? Hi, I'm not sure who the Facebook user is, but if you press the link above where you're watching, I'll be able to see who you are, and then I can actually say hello to you better. So the good news is that, yes, Violet is going very well. She seems to be like in textbook recovery at the moment. So she's been for a couple of little walks in the ward to get more mobile. Oh, what happened there? Norton decided to switch in and ruin my show. Now that I've come back. Um, so um, so she's doing really well, and she's getting more and more strength up. And they took out her drip today, which is a good sign because she's eating properly, so she doesn't need extra nutrients and doesn't need a drip anymore. So all of that is good progress. So the only thing for her is that she's incredibly tired, and we had planned to be up there for quite a little while. But in fact, we were there probably, I don't know, about an hour and a half. And there's only time for, we're only allowed for one person to go in at a time. So, she wasn't able to cope with us. Actually, I was the last person in, and she was very tired by that point. So I said, okay, you need to rest. So let's cut this short and let you get a few more painkillers and get off to sleep. So hi, Sherry Lynn. Hi, Sharon. Good to see you. So I'm not sure if it was one of you that was the Facebook user, but if it is, that's great. Now you can see I've kept my pot going because the other day, once again, I think I forgot to do the draw. So let me just have a look at my ground beef. Okay, so that's doing well. So one of the nice things about having an induction stovetop that I have is that once you set it to a specific setting, it stays there. So, and it's like your, you know how much your food is cooking. So I often use the setting at about number 5 because it cooks steadily. And my mince is nearly done. Okay, so I think I'm nearly done with the potatoes. So I'm going to get my Smart Multi-Cooker out. There we go. So the Smart Multi-Cooker is fantastic for boiling potatoes because this part of the cooker is metal coated with plastic. So there's no microwaves getting into this part of the vessel, neither the lid, which is also metal coated with plastic. So the only way the microwaves actually get into the vessel is by heating the water that's in the bottom of here. And as the technology of microwaves works by heating water, you can heat your Smart Multi-Cooker at 100% power because all you want it to do is heat the water. So it's like a perfect system. And then what happens is it cooks your food by steaming it. So it's also an extremely healthy way of cooking your food. And certainly I only ever cook my potatoes either like this to make mashed potatoes, and that's the only time I peel them as well. I never peel potatoes unless I'm trying to make mash with them. So I don't to mash them. I peel them. I throw them into my Smart Multi-Cooker, and then they will end up getting cooked. So I've got just about one layer. I'm actually going to get one more potato because when I make mashed potatoes, you know what it's like. The potatoes don't seem to go very far. Okay, I think my ground beef is just about done. Okay, we'll do one more potato. Anything can be cooked. Yes, well, the thing about it, Tammy, is it has holes in the bottom, right? So you can't put a sauce in there because it will drip through. But anything like carrots, any of your vegetables, mushrooms, onions, and you can do layers because this is one layer, but there is a second layer which goes on the top. So quite often what I'll do, in fact, is in the water at the bottom, I'll put some pasta. And then on top of that, I'll put some onion and veggies and chicken, all the veggies that are tough, like carrots, things like that. And then on the top layer, I'll cook some other veggies. So there we go. Now we have a complete layer. And I'm going to put that into here. I'm just going to rinse these potatoes before I put them in and put some salt on. Okay, so potatoes rinsed. And we'll put some salt on. And now I'm going to put these into the microwave for 17 minutes, and they will cook and be soft, and then we'll be able to mash them. And the other reason that I love cooking my potatoes that way is before I had my microwave multi-cooker, I would not often, but occasionally end up boiling my potatoes dry, which ended up being a horrible mess in my saucepan. Oh, I've got two doggy friends now. As I do the carrot. Making a really horrible mess in my saucepan and a horrible smell in the house. And now, if I put my potatoes on to cook and they finish, nothing's going to happen, right? The microwave just stops. So if I get distracted, which is quite likely by doing something else, nothing is going to ruin, and I can just come back to them later. Okay, Killian, don't be naughty. I will give you some, but you just have to be patient. So that, for me, that's really a godsend. So I'd love to know now, who amongst you has a smart multi-cooker? And if you do, what is the thing that you use it for most? I know that a lot of people use it to, say, boil up 12 eggs, and then they have boiled eggs for the week, for family, for lunches, for salads. I also use it to make my beets, because then I don't have to handle them very much, and it's really good for that. Okay, let me just focus here to be able to give these doggies some carrot each. So they get one carrot, and then I'll cut the other two up. Okay. Okay, sit, boys. Sit. Max, sit. Are you ready? Gently. Good boy. There you go. Okay, so the dogs have got something, and hopefully they'll leave me alone for a few minutes. Let me have, I'm going to just slice this carrot now into rounds, and I'll put that in the mince. Now, when I make ground beef for shepherd's pie, I don't add onions, I don't add tomatoes, because it's a meaty dish. But what I will add is some liquid and some beef stock, just to give some nice flavoring. So you use it for veggies a lot, okay? And that's the person, I can't see your name. So if you click on the link, at least I can see your name. Yes, veggies are really good. I use the rice cooking part to do veggies and to do, okay, sit, boys, sit. There you go. There's yours. Right, let me put these into with the mince now. Okay. So now I'll just let those carrots mince. Your daughter's dog love carrots, yes. Still wants, yeah, they're never happy, have to tell you. Hello, Patty, nice to see you this morning, this evening. I tell you, I'm at 6s and 7s because I had a nice sleep this afternoon. I had a lot of sleep to catch up on, so I think my body thinks it's morning now. Okay, so I've got my Bovril out. I'm going to get some water. So I'm just going to give the carrots a minute or so more, and then I'll add in some water and some Bovril. Okay, I'm actually going to do it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of work on my ground beef to make sure that it doesn't end up just in big lumps, so that I have a nice mix to go in my Ultra Pro. I'm going to use my Ultra Pro. I'll put the ground beef in the bottom of here, and then I'll make my potato, and I'll be mashing my potato with a bit of butter and some milk. And then, of course, you have to put a layer of cheese on the top. So I know I call this dish shepherd's pie, but I think actually the official name for it should be cottage pie, because oh, I don't know what's happened. For some reason, the camera position has changed. Let me see why it did that. It's like acting by itself today. It's so weird. Because let me see. I'm going to go into my settings, and I don't know why it's gone. Okay, there we go. Back to the proper camera. It did that by itself. That's two things this evening that it's done by itself, to switch it over to another setting. But fortunately, I'd finished cooking, so you didn't miss anything. Okay, so I have my jar this afternoon, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a draw in the jar. And I'm going to be drawing today for number 2 modular mate. And for those of you, if you win, you can get this number 2 modular mate oval for, I believe it's $6. So Wendy isn't here this afternoon to confirm for me, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So I will do the draw. If I find that it's really $5, I'll only charge you $5, but I think it's $6. So let's do a draw now while you're all still here. So let's bring it over here, and we'll do get a winner. And Ingrid, you are the winner today. So if you would like to get a number 2 oval, Ingrid, then I can put it, if you tell me now, I can add it to your stuff for tomorrow morning, so that it's out there with the stuff to go home to you and with your daughter. So let me just see how this is doing. So it's doing pretty well. I've just got a couple of lumps of ground beef that have clumped together, so I'm just breaking those up, and I'm going to let it bubble now. So I'm going to let it bubble now in the pan, and get some nice flavor. Okay, as soon as my live at 5 has finished, Ingrid, I will go down to the basement and put that with the rest of your stuff so I don't forget. So that's it from me today, folks. Just a reminder that when you join Tupperware, buying things like the Ultra Pro, the Smart Multi Cooker, you can buy them, absolutely. You will get an extra 25% off. And maybe there will be a reward where you can earn it. That's also possible, because when people join and they join other people and they start getting sales, they could become a manager. When you become a manager for the first time, you can earn quite a lot of extra Tupperware for free. But it does require that you work. It doesn't just get thrown at you, like a silver platter. So all of those things end up working to your benefit when you decide, I could sell Tupperware and I'd like to do that. So let's see how the rest of this week goes. We've got some great challenges going on at the moment. And it's good to see lots of action happening. So wish you a really, really happy rest of your week. I will be back. Now, I'm not sure whether I'll be doing live at 5 tomorrow, because we're going to go up and see Violet. She's moving to the convalescent part of the hospital, and their visiting is strict, and we can't go. We can only go between certain times in the afternoon. So if I'm back, I'll do live at 5. Otherwise, I'll do a live and say hello to everyone in my VIP group or on my business page. So have a great afternoon. I look forward to seeing you soon. And I'm certainly going to enjoy my shepherd's pie this evening. So that's it from me. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.